Good morning, good morning, good morning to you. Oh my goodness, friends. If you are longtime viewers, you know that I normally do my holiday baking throughout the holiday season, but that just couldn't work out this year. So I gotta get it done like today. So wish me luck. I need to make a lot of bread. I need to make a lot of cookies. I'm gonna take you along with it. I've got my Christmas attire. I've got my brand new Santa cup. I love him so much. Full of nice, refreshing cold water. I've got my Christmas coffee earrings on. And of course, tried and true, Mickey for the holidays. I got to do all my goodies while my kid is out Christmas shopping with Dad. Dad is doing Christmas shopping. Amelia is just there helping, having a fun outing with Dad. I think they're gonna go out for lunch too. Anyway, I gotta get this done. I'm gonna show you the few little clips that I gathered of Amelia helping me make M&M cookies, Christmas M&M cookies with the red and green, because that's the only thing I have gotten done yet. So while I finish getting the kitchen set up for this baking tournament that we're about to do, I'm gonna let you enjoy those little clips of us baking. All right, so I give the table a good wipe down before I gathered up my ingredients. Of course, flour, sugar, more flour, brown sugar, you know, all of the things that we need, molasses. Oh, I didn't grab any of my seasonings like cinnamon and cloves and all that stuff, but I got a lot of it out. My eggs, my butter. I got my cookbook out. Got it open to the baking section. I'm going to start with gingerbread because that needs to hang out in the refrigerator for a while. It needs to firm up again before we can roll it out. So gingerbread is starting, but first ignore my mess. I had to turn on my friends. I needed to hear them singing to me to get into the holiday spirit. All right, first things first, like any good cookie recipe, we need to cream together the butter and the sugar. If you don't have a mixer, that's fine. You can use one of those little hand mixers. There we go, that's what I'm looking for. So I need a cup of butter. Have you started your holiday baking? Have you started your holiday shopping? That's the real question. Not everybody needs to do all this crazy cooking. BJ's, Costco, Walmart, they sell nice holiday cookies if you're busy. But have you started your shopping? I am waiting on an Amazon order, and then I should be done. Pretty excited for that. Now, if it just comes in on time, because it's telling me it might not get here until January 5th, which is super not helpful. And of course, most of that stuff is for my children. Oh, it's a good thing we have winter babies, so worst case scenario, they can get it for their birthday. But then that means I'm not done shopping. So I don't know what I want to do about that. I think I'm going to give it a couple more days to see if it updates, if I will get pushed forward, or if they'll separate it, because I think there's only one or two things that are holding up the works. So I'm hoping they'll separate it and send me most of the stuff. Alright, so this is going to sound a little ridiculous, but if you don't like gingerbread, because you think it's always so hard. This is the secret ingredient. I'm sharing my secret ingredients with you. Vinegar. Works like a champ. When this mixes up with your baking soda, it gets all nice and fluffy. It's perfect. It's perfect. My aunt came up with this trick. It works great. Just need a little bit. How much does my recipe say? 2 tablespoons. So we're gonna throw that in now. Oh my goodness. Ooh, that was a tablespoon and a half. We'll just go with that. We'll throw in all of our seasonings now. We need cloves. Obviously ginger for our gingerbread. A little bit of nutmeg, never hurt nobody. And some cinnamon. The cloves and the nutmeg aren't in my aunt's recipe, so I just kind of add a couple shakes, just for good measure. Voila! We have gingerbread. All right, so we have our gingerbread dough all ready to go. I'm gonna transfer this into another bowl because I only have one mixer bowl. Give this a quick wash and start on recipe number 2, which is gonna be my Aunt Kim, which is like the theme of all holiday baking is my Aunt Kim. Peanut butter balls. These are her favorite things, my favorite things, my whole family's favorite things. Except I don't do margarine, I do butter. She was a margarine lady. I don't do that. We're going to use real butter up in here. So let me transfer this into another bowl. Give this a quick wash. And we will start with this because this also needs to chill before we can move on to the next step. So just like last recipe, butter and sugar. Never seen a cookie recipe that hasn't started the same. Butter and sugar. We gotta get these together, but this one, instead of using regular old cane sugar, we gotta use powdered sugar. Butter. Powdered sugar. This is a half a cup, so it's gonna look like a lot of cups, but it's not too bad. 2.5 cups of powdered sugar. Which is like kind of a lot, but you know, it's the holiday season. All right, we're all nice and creamed. I threw in some vanilla. So we got our peanut butter, powdered sugar. To me, this smells like the holidays. I know not everybody is all about peanut butter, but we are in my family. Where's my little lever? It's time to add in the Rice Krispie treats. Let this all mix up, and then we need to roll them into balls. So, 3 cups, I think? 3.5 cups. Yeah, that's 3. There we go, good enough. Crunch. So my mixture is all pretty much mixed up. I'm gonna give it a good mix with my spatula here because some of the Rice Krispie treats are up a little higher. Or Rice Krispies, not treats, just the Rice Krispies. Any hoosers. I'm just gonna roll these into balls, put them on my platter, put them in the refrigerator so that they can get cold, so that when I'm ready to roll them in chocolate, they will be ready for me. All right, I have these all rolled out. I'm gonna pop them in the fridge for probably an hour or so. And then we need to move on to our next recipe, which I think I'm gonna do Nick's favorite, the peppermint mocha cookies. Doing them a little different though this year. A little different. Hopefully he still likes them. So the thing that I'm tweaking a little bit this year is instead of putting those peppermint kisses on top, I saw these Trader Joe's peppermint like chocolate chips. We're gonna try these, mix them in so it's like a chocolate chip cookie, so peppermint chocolate. That's what we're going with. And I don't have any cocoa powder, so we're gonna use hot chocolate mix and hope for the best with this one. It will be fine. And I also don't have peppermint extract, which I thought I did. So we're gonna use vanilla and hope that these are really potent peppermint baking chips. I think I have 1 or 2 peppermint hot chocolate mixes too. We're just gonna use what we have. We're gonna make it work. We're just gonna make it work. So let's get started. And how do we start? We cream the butter and the sugar. So let's get going. We have our butter and sugar all creamed together. We need 3/4 of a cup of hot chocolate mix. I'm joking. Cocoa powder. So this is what I have. So this is what I'm going to use. All right. I have my 3/4 cup, a little over, of hot cocoa mix going in. I did do less sugar, if you're wondering, because I know hot chocolate mix has sugar in it. So I did do a little less. Whew. In that front, I did a little less. Tastes like hot chocolate now. We're gonna throw in some vanilla. Goodness. That looks good. Couple of eggs. Let me put this down. Egg 1. Egg 2. What else do we need in here? Some salt. Baking powder, soda, baking soda. How much? How much? 1. Eggs, vanilla, sugar, butter, baking soda, salt, cocoa powder. All we need to do is get the flour in here, but I'm gonna let this go for a minute first. All right, let's get our flour rocking and rolling. Mix in here. Oops. Yeah, we're gonna do our flour. And then we'll add these little guys in. Woo! I am not worried about this not being peppermint forward. Holy cow. It smells like they put 70,000 candy canes in here. That's mixed up enough. I'm going to throw these in. Every single one of them. This is a smaller bag. It's only 10 ounces instead of 16. Then we're going to get these mamma jammas on some cookie sheets and in the oven. 350 for about 8 to 10 minutes. So I definitely used the wrong scoop for this. Definitely need to make these like half the size, but you know, that's okay. Nick will love these honkin' huge cookies. And do you see this hidden Mickey? I love that my cookies formed a hidden Mickey for me. And the last recipe, it's real easy. Just gonna follow this on the back of the box. Lucas is sad because the cookie I gave him is all gone. We're just gonna follow this, roll them out, cut them. I will make my own frosting, so it's semi-homemade, but this is the last one. All right, friends, here's everything we made in today's video. M&Ms, we got 2 gallon-sized bags. These are hot commodities around here. These are the ones that we sample throughout the holiday season. We have our peanut butter balls, sugar cookies, mocha peppermint, and gingerbread. And I have to go because my kids are being wild. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys on the next video. Get out of there, man.